Jasmine Crockett Governor called Greg Abbott Governor Hot Wheels. The right
He's hot.
got so fucking bent out of shape about this. They were throwing tantrums about, oh my god, she was so mean to him. Greg Abbott's disabled. He had a tree fall on him and he can't walk. Meanwhile, the left wingers are like, oh, if Greg Abbott doesn't like this, he should stand up for himself. And then you have a very small subsect of people who are like, this is actually bad for disabled individuals. Like the tweet I have up right now. Let's go ahead. Let's actually listen to Jasmine Crockett first.
Ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot ass mess, honey. So
okay, full disclosure, I don't mind Jasmine Crockett. She's not my favorite congressperson. In this instance, there are two things that are true. It's funny and it's mean. However, there is a little bit of nuance to be had in this conversation. But let's look at this tweet from Scott Pressler. I don't use this word often, but Jasmine Crockett truly is wicked. To call Greg Abbott Governor Hot Wheels is cruel, contemptible, and speaks to your lack of character. A tree fell on Abbott when he was 26, paralyzing him from the waist down. His loving wife stayed by his side, and they have a lovely adopted daughter. If Jasmine Crockett represents the Democrats, I want nothing to do with Democrats. Despicable. Let's say, for example, I understand your sentiment, but what if Jasmine Crockett was making fun of a reporter who was disabled? Would you feel the same?
Donald Trump facing
Would
new
you feel the
criticism
same?
for something he did on the campaign trail last night in South Carolina while defending his debunked claim
weird.
that he saw thousands of Muslims.
That's weird. What if she just like started flailing her arms around in response to a reporter who had disabilities?
To see this guy, I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember. Oh, maybe that's what I said.
Yeah, it's really interesting how right wingers just like don't actually fucking care about anything that Jasmine Crockett said, and they're only using it as fucking rage bait. Kayleigh McEnany, whatever the fuck that fucking dipshit's name is, was like, I cannot believe she would say something so mean. Meanwhile, Republicans are fucking incredibly mean to everybody. And I'm not just talking on the basis of bullying. I'm talking on the basis of fucking policy. Republican policy in regards to dismantling Medicaid and Social Security, which directly goes to disabled people, is far more fucking damaging than a little fucking joke that Jasmine Crockett says. They're going after DEIA initiatives. Oh, by the way, the A stands for accessibility, is far more fucking damaging than this than whatever the fuck Jasmine Crockett has to say. Like, to hyperfixate on the verbiage here is fucking stupid. I don't give a fuck if Greg Abbott is offended by this. I truly don't. Republicans are actively making things worse for disabled people. And in this instance, Jasmine Crockett is punching upwards. I subscribe to the Zach Randolph school of thought in the sense that bullies get bullied. If you, Greg Abbott, or if you, Donald Trump, are punching down on marginalized people, you deserve to be made fun of. You deserve to have someone be mean to you. I don't care. Like, I literally do not give a fuck that she called him Governor Hot Wheels, because I'm focusing on the detriment that Republicans are doing that are far more damaging to disabled people than words can be. Let's also not forget, remember when Trump had his Nazi rally at Madison Square Garden? One of the speakers here called the entire Democratic Party scumbags, lowlives, and Jew haters, Were any Republicans bent out of shape about that? The Republican Party, their whole identity is just being mean to people, but they're only mean to marginalized communities. Like, comedy is like, the motherfuckers who say comedy is legal are crying because comedy is not being done at the expense of a black or brown person. I thought comedy was legal, guys. Elon Musk uses the R word as a pejorative on the timeline, punching down the wealthiest man in the world. The person controlling the federal government is using the R word as a pejorative. Like, what Jasmine Crockett says here is not the same as calling an autistic person the R word. It's simply not the same. You can't conflate it. You can't conflate to any sort of joke being made at the expense of a marginalized person. Again, because it's about whether you punch up or you punch down. Comedy is funniest, and I'm not even considering this comedy. Like, it was a good one-liner. It's a funny nickname, but this isn't like comedy in the same way that Bill Burr does comedy. But when George Carlin did comedy, or when Bill Burr does comedy, they punch up. And punching up is acceptable because it is a way of, I guess, like, it is a way of fighting back in a sense. But again, these are just words. These are like, this is just rhetoric being used against the fucking, against the governor of Texas, who is actively siding with legislation that will, that's trying to eliminate trans people from existence. Like, don't, like, you guys are fucking babies, straight up. Right wingers are babies. And even when right wingers are mean, like, do I give a fuck? Do I give a fuck when, like, conservative Congress people go at Democratic Congress people? No, I only give a fuck when one party is punching down on the other. There were, god damn it. I'm so bad at bookmarking tweets that I need to save because someone compiled an instance of all of, like, the dumb fucking shit that, all of, like, the mean things that conservatives said on, like, in public, and now I can't find it, and I feel like a useless political commentator. But that's virtually all I have to say about Jasmine Crockett. Like, I think this is, yeah, dude, I think this is fucking fine that she's making fun of Greg Abbott. Oh yeah, Zach, the intolerant left is at it again. Yeah, bitch, I am intolerant. How about that? I am fucking intolerant towards people like Greg Abbott and Ted Cruz, who looks like a fucking rat, because they're actively trying to make people's lives worse. I, on the other hand, advocate for things that would improve people's material conditions. Like, oh, by the way, Texas has a high percentage of children that are uninsured. It's like 15%. I advocate for expansion and reformation of the healthcare system. Greg Abbott, who, by the way, I wouldn't be surprised if the Trump administration just gets rid of wheelchair ramps at some point because they're fucking woke and DEI. Yeah, I am intolerant towards Greg Abbott because he's a fucking asshole. And all of these fucking Republicans who advocate for the extermination and the continued marginalization of people of color and the LGBTQ plus community, yeah, I'm fucking intolerant towards them. Fuck those people.